Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Boise State versus San Diego State college football matchup on Friday, November 1st, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pickdawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have products meant for people that make big bets, people with big bankrolls looking for a VIP style experience. We offer these products. They're just not available on the website. They're easy to get, though. You just got to text the number you see on the screen. Keep in mind, these are our most expensive premium packages. But let's get to it. Mountain West college football action. It's Boise State taking on San Diego State. And while all the talk around Boise State this year has been around Ashton Jeanty, their running back, who deserves every bit of the talk about him, really, this Boise State football team itself has been something pretty spectacular. And, of course, Jeanty's been a big part of that. But the big thing about Boise that people should be talking about is this is a one-loss team, and their one loss came in early in the season on the road against Oregon, at Oregon, by only 3 points. So while they played a softer schedule, a Mountain West schedule, when they did have that step-up game, they didn't win, but boy, did they come close. They were getting 18 points in that game, lost by 3, and I got to say, earned a lot of people's respect. And I'm not so sure the Ducks, who are now ranked #1 in the nation, or anybody else, is in any rush to see Boise. I understand last time out was a win against UNLV. They were 4-point favorites, won by 5. As far as we care, covering the spread, hey, they won by 100, and they have other big wins, putting up some big numbers, and of course, Jeanty putting up those gigantic touchdown numbers. When we look at San Diego State, just not a great San Diego State team. Wins over Wyoming and Hawaii, but for the rest of it though, losses Central Michigan, shut out by Oregon State, lost to Washington State. They've covered the spread in their last 4 games. So as they played poorly, the expectations became lower and the spreads got bigger. But at the same time, San Diego State really hasn't put up much of a fight. When we look at the San Diego State offense, 114th in yards per game up against a Boise defense, 81st in yards against per game. And while Boise is decent against the run, allowing 3.4 yards per carry against, which is 24th best in college football, while San Diego State is 110th in yards per carry at 3.6. So a good mismatch there for the Boise defense, run defense, versus the San Diego State run offense. The thing is, the Boise pass defense has not been very good. And it's, sometimes when you look at these numbers, you have to say, well, they've played in a lot of one-sided games. They've run over teams. So those teams have had to throw the ball an awful lot, and that leaves your secondary to see some not so pretty numbers against them just because of the sheer number and volume of passes that are going against them. In fact, they're 92nd in the nation in passes attempts against. So, teams have really had to throw the football there. But when we look at San Diego State, their passing yards, 91st in passing yards per game. They're 90th in the nation in completions per game and 96th in the nation, completing just 61% of their passes. We look at the Boise offense. Yeah, it's the rushing yards, almost 275 yards per game, 7.4 yards per play, over 504 yards per game. That is 4th best in the nation against the 77th ranked defense here for San Diego State. They have the #1 yards per rush average, 7.2 yards per carry. Of course, Jeanty racking up the touchdowns in that area as well. When we look at the passing game, it's actually not all that bad because a lot of attention paid to that rushing attack, completing almost 63% of their passes. The San Diego State rush defense is not very good, 96th in rushing yards per game, 74th in the nation in yards per carry against. The pass defense, okay, 46th in completion percentage against. But I got to tell you, San Diego State's in for a bad day on the blue turf. I'm going to take Boise, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.